Number one complaint we get from powerlifters is bicep tendonitis. We know it comes from low bar, and we know it comes from low bar compression, right? It really affects everyone's bench press. Everyone's in my inbox. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Well, the first obvious fix is to take away low bar. That's going to minimize it. But if you're preparing for meet, you have to low bar, right? You're getting ready for that, so we want to minimize as much as possible. We can't necessarily fix it, but we can manage it. First, what is it caused by? It's not just the compression. It's an overuse of internal rotation of the shoulder, which causes that compression. So we bench internal rotation, we pull up internal rotation, we low bar squat. Believe it or not, people think they turn their elbows back, they think it's shoulder extra rotation. It's not. I want to show you something. Eddie, come underneath and set up for the squat. Now I'm going to come to this side, and hold right still. Do you see this? Do you see where the head of the humerus is right there? It's forwards. So even though he's contracting his lats, the lats are also an internal rotate of the shoulder. That shoulder head position is causing all that compression and pain down his biceps. So we need to spend more time in external rotation to manage that. So we can't get rid of the low bar for preparing for meet, but we do need to fix that or manage the pain somewhat or minimize it. So how do we do that? So if we look around the room, internally rotated shoulders. I'm a Mexican mortal here, Joao. Internally rotated shoulders on Charlie Bigley. All good benchers to a degree, but internal rotation can ruin that bench press. Just ask Eddie, when his biceps are on fire, he can't bench the fucking bar. So what do we gotta do? So the shoulder's constantly internal. What is internal rotation? This is internal shoulder rotation, this is external shoulder rotation. So even though a lot of guys torque their elbows underneath, they're still pulling that bar forward, which causes that forward head of the humerus, internal rotation. So we need 2 drills to get you out of that and to work on that. The first thing we're gonna do is take a micro mini band. We want a light band for this. We're going to protract the shoulder, which gives us some upper rotation, and we're gonna come out to what's called scaption, right? So I'm not extending my back, it's all gonna come from the arm and shoulder. I'm gonna protract, and I'm gonna raise out to the side of that external rotation this way. So that's some shoulder external rotation. And then I'm gonna go the opposite direction, and I'm gonna actually do the same thing again. Protract the shoulder, I'm gonna come out a little bit, and let it stretch me back into external rotation, making sure the ribs stay down, so we're opening that up. So we protract to elevate the shoulder, let it come back into external rotation and stretch. So we're gonna do 2 movements. It is the protraction and scaption. You should follow up all your squats with this and before you bench to make sure they're loose. Protract, externally rotate that shoulder, keeping the ribs down. Protract and let it come back to the external rotation, stretch, keeping the ribs down. So I'm gonna have Charlie actually demonstrate this and see how his shoulder moves. Either arm doesn't matter. So the first thing we notice, he's able to get his shoulders forward and he's gonna come out laterally to the side. And you see how much he struggles? That lack of shoulder external rotation causes that bicep tendonitis. Guess what I don't have? Bicep tendonitis. Guess what Charlie has? Bicep tendonitis. Guaranteed looking at Joe, he's got it too, and Eddie, number one complaint, bicep tendonitis. No bicep tendonitis, bicep tendonitis. What do I have? Great shoulder external rotation.